Hey guys, Axia here, now known as Ethelfled, but names don't really matter, do they? I'm making this video today to talk about, which I imagine you guys have heard of. If not, well, here it is. Nexon closing down combat arms. Well, the way they put it is a service migration. Goodbye, Nexon. Hello, shit, basically. So Nexon is basically sold combat arms to this company, it seems. After Reloaded just dropped a few months. Well, 5 years too late, you know. little jabs at Nexon now, boys. So, let's talk about combat arms. Before we get into the other company, I just wanted to kind of have a little anthology or some kind of, say a few words, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly and such. You know, when combat arms came out in 2008, it filled a niche. It was very popular for, like, you know, off and on. Those 5 years were some of the best times and some of the worst. Hacker wars mainly, you know, 2011, 2012, not so much 2013. Believe it or not, 2013, 2014 wasn't as bad as you think. Nexon they ended up being able to put a dent in stopping hacks and stuff for a while. It wasn't permanent, but it did help for a while. A lot of people don't realize the events in CA, but that's for another video. Combat arms is being basically shut down. I mean, that's what it is, guys. It's going away. Like, it's gonna go to this company and it will sit in limbo and probably just die out in a year, maybe less. You can imagine about half the player base now will not go over. I won't. I'm letting my account die on their servers. I recommend everyone do the same. Like, you can migrate and go play for 6 months to a year. Sure, go ahead. But I'll let my account die for sure. So let's go over this. You know, and therefore, you know, combat arms dedicated their lives, blah blah blah. Game strong, supporting its players. They never did any of that. I mean, I was just going to go through this and rip it up, to be honest. So they're saying November 22nd of this year, they will be relinquishing control of combat arms. And I got to be honest, guys, I cannot be more happier. CA was one of the best games I ever played, by far. And I don't want to sit here and rant about how it changed who I am or how I play games or whatever. But for a lot of us, it was a big part of our lives. I mean, we all remember the good and the bad and the ugly. I have to admit, I'm very happy that this is happening. Combat arms, I've actually stopped playing it in the last couple of months. So I'm and I've been predicting this with a few of my friends about the game dying soon. I didn't expect it would die this year. I thought maybe next year, because I thought they would have had more time with Reloaded. You know, they haven't even had 6 months with Reloaded fully implemented. That is, like, the release of Reloaded, not the betas. So I'm very surprised that I mean, I guess the player base just really fucked them up, or fucked them over. Nexon just getting rid of it. I don't know what's going to happen to Nexon in general. CA was one of their bigger... At a time, it was like number 2 to number 3. Depending on the peaks of Vindictus, Nexon, or Combat Arms was like number 2. Or 3. Mabinogi as well. There was some peaks, you know. But Combat Arms basically was one of their... It was a big project for them for a lot of years, but we all know how that went over the years. So it's going over to this company called Valofi or whatever. I wasn't able to find much on them, but this website, I don't know. I didn't even really look into it because I don't really care as much as maybe I could have done some research for the video. It looks Korean, I guess. I don't know. If you guys may recognize this game, Atlantica. Now, I don't know if they actually are behind this game or they bought this, but this was a very well-known game. I remember when I played Vindictus for a while, this game was kind of around as well. So it's an older game. I don't know what this is. So, yeah, Combat Arms is going. To be honest, I don't really know what to say. I didn't really prepare for this video. I'm just talking randomly. It seems like everything will be saved for those who do go on. I mean, guys, I'm saying 6 months to a year. Maybe. They could shut down the servers at any point. And they also talk about where is it here? Somewhere in here, they talk about. Oh, yeah, here it is. But don't fret, Common Arms will be live on. Will live on because we believe in Common Arms' future. They don't believe in shit. Like, I mean, guys, obviously don't take anything they say. Like, take it all with a grain of salt. We found an agreement with Valify Global, an international publisher, to continue. International. Maybe they're not Korean. To continue their Common Arms legacy. So, a fresh perspective. But, I mean, I don't really want to go... I guess, like, what they're trying to say is, like, yeah, we don't know what to do with the game anymore, and it's killing us money-wise. Was it nice of them to get some kind of extension? Yes. We don't know how long. And they won't tell us, and it's probably contractual where they can't even say how long. I would say probably 6 months that they may have come to an agreement. This Valve game, a company may want to say, hey, we got 6 months to a year to make progress. Do I believe this will help Common Arms? No, I think this is like putting one of the final nails in the coffin. Reloaded being announced when it was a nail in the coffin in its own right, because Reloaded was needed, I'd say, post 2012. Because once 2012 came, you started having problems with player base, even though the game wasn't too bad at that point. Until the UI changed, of course. I'll never let that one down. When they changed the UI to what it was before Reloaded. Player base was still good, but Common Arms was lacking. You know, you had Fireteam, Quarantine. You had basically everything you had now. I mean, there was obviously all the best maps were released back then as well, in my opinion. Some good ones later on, but they ended up removing half of them anyway. So, you know, Common Arms needed Reloaded no later than 2014. After 2014, the game dropped right off. Player base was down. People hated, hackers were back. Other games come out. Common Arms was bland. And now, 9 years later, from 2008, 2017, here we are. The game had a decent run. Like I said, I don't really have much else to say, but I'm kind of happy. I stopped playing and I want it to die. I recommend that you guys just let it die. Like, let your account die on the Nexon server. Don't go over. It's time to leave. It's time to leave Common Arms and move on to other FPS games. And the only one that I could recommend right now, if you wanted a Common Arms semi-experience or like something similar, is Black Squad. They're not paying me to say it, but I've been having some fun with Black Squad. I don't play it as much as CA, but I'm telling you, check it out. Hopefully it can last some time. Yeah, last for a while. I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of running out of words. I just wanted to make this video to reflect back. Think of all the good times, but do not ever forget the bad with Nexon. They've caused too many problems, and to be honest, I'm just laughing about this. Today is the beginning of the end. I welcome it in open arms, but I will never forget the good times. I recommend you guys don't either, but let Common Arms die. Celebrate it, I guess. I mean, those of you who have thousands of dollars into your account, maybe you should move over just to have it, but I wouldn't. I mean, I personally would probably still not go over, but hey, teach their own. I don't know, guys. It's been fun. I might make some more videos on history of Common Arms since the game is dead. I really should be doing that, making more videos about it, but no one watches them and it's busy anyway, so I'll try to make some more history videos, some very obscure things for reference now that the game is dying. November 22nd. Mark it on your calendars. I'm doing it right now. So I gotta go. I gotta run get the kid. Making this shit video. So peace out, guys. And say la vie. As we say goodbye to Combat Arms, my friends, I thought I would put together some names of people who have helped build Dark-N-Demented over the years, been through all the hell, the good times, the bad times, the dark times. These people are Dark-N-Demented. They are everything Dark-N-Demented was, could have been, will be, and continue to be. Combat Arms may be over, but these names shall echo forever.